Noise engineering is expanding the repetitor line with Gamut Repetitor. This 10 HP module is a 4-channel quantized random voltage generator packed with features like adjustable looping, octave spread, key, and scale settings. Send Gamut a trigger pattern, turn up the length, and watch as it conjures up the 4 quantized patterns, producing anything from mesmerizing melodies to chaotic voltages. Adjust the other controls until you discover the perfect sequence. Run the gamut and transform your setup into a symphony of unpredictability. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so you can be the first to know about new modules, firmware, and other gear from Noise Engineering. Let's take a look at the panel and go over the controls. We'll start by adding a trigger signal. There are 4 trigger inputs on the left, and they are normal top to bottom, allowing the trigger to advance all the others below it if no others are patched. Triggers are passed through to the 4 trig outs, and the 1 volt per octave voltages generated by the module are sent to the 4 CV outs. The 4 LEDs at the top show the voltage changing on each of the 4 channels. Root changes the root note of the scale. You can select a root note that spans over a 4-octave range. Spread changes the amount of deviation from the root note up to a 2-octave range in semitones. Length changes the length of the loop from 1 through 8, then 12, 16, 24, and 32 steps. For infinite random voltages, turn fully clockwise. Steps divisible by 2 illuminate the LED red. If they're divisible by 3, blue. And if they're divisible by 2 and 3, purple. The down-up parameter shifts the range of the voltages around the root note. For example, if spread is set to 2 octaves and down-up is set all the way up, the highest voltage generated would be 2 octaves from the root, and the lowest would be the root. If down-up is set to the left, the highest voltage would be the root, and the lowest would be 2 octaves below it. You can randomize this pattern by adjusting the note, spread, or down-up parameters by hand or through their CV inputs. The reset button resets all channels to the start of the loop on the next trigger, as long as the length is less than the infinite setting. Holding down reset for a couple of seconds will change the trigger outputs to rhythm mode, where randomized repeating rhythm patterns are generated. Holding it down again changes it back. The 3 switches select the scale used when generating voltages. The major-minor symmetric switch changes to one of those 3 scales. Flavor changes the style of the scale, and count changes the number of notes used. The MMS CV input controls the top switch, while the scale input controls both the flavor and count switches. For a complete list of all 27 possible scales that can be generated with Gamut Repetitor, screenshot this, or check out the manual at noiseengineering.us. Let's run through some patch examples. Here we'll use 2 voices to create a melody and counter melody. Start with an infinite loop. Then find that sweet spot by adjusting the length to your liking. And now the counter melody. Let's add some variation to a simple loop. With length all the way down, patch a gate pattern to the length CV. When the gate sequence is high, the length becomes infinite. When the gate is low, it goes back to a single note loop. Now we'll use the voltages from Gamut as 3 CV inputs and 1 pitch input for a single oscillator. This time, let's hold reset to go into rhythm mode, then change the switches to right, left, and left, which only produces octaves. For more information on Gamut Repetitor or any of our other Your Rack modules, visit noiseengineering.us or your favorite retailer. While on our website, sign up for our newsletter to be the first to know about new hardware, plugins, or both.